tonight. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson. He's the one from Maryland.
They were talking this kid up.
He's from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. There he goes, Nicholas Jackson's the cowboy.
Let's go.
All the way here from Maryland on the Scottish Highlander Bull.
My family, we've all started horses, and we're all horse trainers, and so that's pretty cool to pass down the lineage of training horses and being a cowboy. I started riding when I was 7 years old. I aged out of the mutton busting, and then after the mutton busting, they do the mini bull riding, and so it just led on.
13-year-old Nicholas Jackson is a fifth-generation cowboy. On his mom's side of the family, they all rode horses. But Nick is riding bulls, and he is the reigning Junior World Bull Riding Champion.
You know, our philosophy is we have to beat our competitors, not just at the competition. We have to beat them while we're at home practicing. We have a away from the bull practice regimen and routine that is it's pretty good. It's produced him a championship.
I'll get in the position like how I was on the dummy, go like that, and then hold it for 2 minutes straight.
There are no bullpens near Prince George's County. That's why Nick travels up to 10 hours for a chance to practice on a live bull. But at home, he practices on this, a 15-gallon tin barrel on a rocker.
Shot. Good one, man. How you feel? You know, it's part of being a champion. And for us, you know, it's just not, you know, in our backyard or, you know, a couple miles away to a pen. You know, we go hours away to get to the pen. Good get off. Good shot. There you go. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Bull riding is a predominantly white sport dominated by athletes from southern states. Nick is the first world champion in his division from the Northeast region.
It'll spill over into the announcers as they announce him. They'll say Nicholas Jackson
from Maryland,
Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and they'll normally make a funny comment like, "Are there any cowboys in Maryland?" So the whole thing is Maryland. You know, it's the obvious thing that he's black, but the thing about that is, so, you know, if you go to Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Mississippi, you know, California, there are tons of young black rodeo competitors. There are tons of black rodeo competitors, period. But what we don't see a lot of us on those bigger stages.
Riding up off your butt.
Valeria Cunningham is the CEO of the Bill Pickett Invitational, an all-black rodeo that has been around since the 1980s. It normally visits Prince George's County every year and is the very place that Nick's parents met for the first time.
In the early days when black cowboys were wanting to perform, they couldn't perform in the rodeo that was going on. They had to wait until the rodeo was over and the crowd had left in order for them to perform. And my late husband, one of the reasons he created the Bill Pickett Invitational Rodeo as an all African-American rodeo is so that there was a platform for the black cowboys and cowgirls.
You have your boots on?
The popular cowboy narrative often excludes black people from the horseback riding American folklore that is glamorized by movies and books. However, historians estimate that 1 in 4 cowboys were black.
The Lone Ranger, you have Roy Rogers, you have all of those stories that we all love. You know, it's nothing, you know, wrong about, you know, those stories and the way that we love them. It's just the fact that the black cowboy and his involvement in settling the West was omitted.
The fact is Nick is one of few, if not the only, when we travel to these events. But then on the other side, if you just look at my lineage, horses, black men go hand in hand to me. I mean, it's just, it's normal.
Dylan, if you're coming, you gotta come now.
Of course, I'm his mom. I'm nervous before he rides, but he really is this calm, collected kid during this moment of, I think, extreme anxiety.
And then when my mom pulls it out laid across my hand, I don't feel anxious. I try and stay very calm, because when you stay calm, it just helps relieve yourself and just be in the game to get ready.
He's riding the next level of bulls, and I always ask for God to please just allow him to walk out of the arena just as he came in.
But not too long ago, Nick had a rough ride. He was thrown off the bull. His dad ran into the arena, grabbed him, and ended up taking a hit.
His riding ability far exceeds, I think, his age and his strength. And so while he's talented, while he's working hard, while he's proving to be successful, he's still 13, just turned 13. We don't want him hurt. There's inherent risk, of course. As parents, we kind of got to do our part to minimize.
While his mom is concerned with safety, Nick is focused on the ride.
Just the adrenaline rush and just being able to do something that I feel like that I actually like, that I love doing as a sport. And so that's just how I like rodeo.
He's got an old soul. He's just a retro kind of throwback cowboy.
You know, his success has not changed the core of who he is and the core of who we've raised him to be. As his parents, we are so thrilled to see that he just remains just a good kid, you know, the Nick that we all know and love.
J.C. Whittington, WUSA 9.